Our Roberta Gonzalez once again live in Malibu to bring us this race to prepare for the rain. Roberta?
It is a bright sunny day here in Malibu right now. The temperatures in the low 60s. The winds have picked up out of the northeast at times 9 to 10 miles per hour, but it's still very dry. That's an offshore wind. The relative humidity is at 12%. That's something you'd usually see inland in the desert areas. I am standing in Malibu. The coast is right there. Behind me here, a community of Pacific Palisades. You can see this burned, scarred hillside here, and then you can see even a little bit of erosion that has already taken place. And this is why it has a new concern for residents here in the Malibu area. In fact, yesterday we spoke to one particular person. His name is Oscar McGraw. And Oscar is an architect and a property manager. Let's listen in to what he had to say.
The biggest issue, I think, for all of Malibu and the coast is the hazardous stuff that's going to get washed into the ocean. That's probably of top priority right now.
It's a big concern. In fact, what are those concerns? Well, because of the fires and now the impending rain, it's not just a little. They're saying up to an inch of precipitation in some areas. There is burn scar danger, the potential of mudslides, flooding, landslides, and also ocean pollution. So because of all of that in mind, Governor Newsom has joined forces with Mayor Karen Bass, and together what they are doing is having the installation of K-rails. You might ask, what's a K-rail anyway? Well, it's a big giant concrete barrier. Yesterday they started placing these all over the county, even outside of Pacific Coast Highway where I was standing there, and their hopes are that if there is any kind of runoff that produces mudslides or landslides or debris flows, that it will stop. It will not run onto Pacific Coast Highway and then in turn come here to the homes and take more of that toxic material out to the ocean. I want to give you a before and an after image. Okay, let's go to just 3 weeks ago. Look at Malibu. Look at the beautiful blue sky, the sun-drenched area. You're looking at the coastline there, which is one of the most coveted coastlines in all of America. Now, let's bring you back closer to home here. You see these down lines here. They're wrapped in insulation that contains fiberglass. You look at this vehicle here that's been burned out. I think it was just parked next to its garage here. This vehicle was stripped of its paint. Everything inside of it has been reduced to rubble. We're talking about the rubber from the tires. We're talking about plastics and heavy metals. All this became ash and went up into the atmosphere. Now you put rain on top of that. You combine those elements together. It trails off into our big, beautiful Pacific Ocean, and the end result is toxic materials running into the Pacific. So that's what we're dealing with here in Southern California right now. It's one concern after another. It's a dire situation, gang.
Roberta, I know we talk about the rain as a blessing and a curse, but one thing it will do is at least kind of wash out that terrible air quality, right?
Oh boy, you saw me, I think just a moment ago with my mask on because it comes and it goes. Now the winds are flat, and I think that's why I'm picking up more of that smoke smell. Plus, we have a lot of large vehicles that keep coming by. They're workers, they're emergency workers. They're trying to get this place back up and going. They're trying to provide just electricity back to the area again and then start to rebuilding too. So there's so many different pollutants that are in the atmosphere here. The rain will certainly help clear that out, but then I was walking around neighborhoods. Their drains are full with leaves because they haven't had any rain since April of last year, Garcia. So they're going to have some ponding on the roadways, and the rain's going to continue to the Monday commute. And we know Southern Californians can't drive in the rain.
Yeah, I know. We've seen those pictures. All right, Roberta Gonzalez, thank you so much.